Hi everyone, hi Nick. Back to share my latest project with you. I just knocked this together this morning. It is a traveler's notebook style journal or traveler's notebook insert. I made it 8x4 so it will fit in a standard Midori or Fodori, but it works perfectly well on its own as a small journal. I tried to keep it from getting it too fat in case whoever gets it wanted to use it as an insert. The cover is some designer cardstock left over from a wedding album that I did for a friend who's getting married next month. And on the spine is some vintage lace. Oh, I stitched all around the cover. The inside actually is fabric. Stitched all around the cover. This is just some white seam binding and it's not attached, so it just all comes off. On the cover this is what inspired this whole exercise, is this gorgeous vintage birthday card that a crafty friend of mine gave me for my birthday, and figuring that I would use the card for something, and she was right. So this inspired the whole thing. It was absolutely gorgeous. It's got pansies on it, and it did say happy birthday across the top here, but I trimmed that part off, and it's embossed. I stitched around this side, and then I just put a seam binding. It's a double bow and a little butterfly charm, because underneath there is a butterfly. And then I just left it. I just really wanted the card to be the focus of the cover. Inside there's just coffee dyed paper, vintage and Hobby Lobby trim, printables, botanical printables from TsunamiRose, some tags that I made from the offcuts of the paper, and tuck spots, a little bit of layering. It's pretty simple, really, and some doilies. This is the front and back inside cover I left plain, and this is some Tim Holtz fabric. And I have the big 8-inch doily that folds in half perfectly. And I've left lots of room for writing. I did do some corner tucks. Some of them are embellished with some layering. Some just have lace sewn on the diagonal part. And we have the printouts like this are all TsunamiRose, and I used some Edith Holden page for some tags and a few Tim Holtz botanical ephemeras. Edith Holden pages. I tried to find either spring flowers or violets or pansies for book pages. So that's got some violets. That's a Tim Holtz with some glue. Pick that off later. This is one of the last pages I have from that Country Flowers of a Victorian Lady. I need to order another one of those books. So I've used pretty much all of the pages. Some vintage green lace. My friend also gave me, to go along with the card, she gave me this beautiful sheet of 12x12 designer paper that is gilded and has the pansies on it, so that it went well with the card. This another TsunamiRose, and this was just a piece of purple cardstock that I had in my stash. I don't usually use purple, so this was kind of a little different for me. There's some blue stationery, another doily. This is a credit log sheet that I got from Junk.Treasures, some dictionary. That's another Tim Holtz, and some vintage lace. This is that Janet Moss botanical book. Martha Stewart punch. Did a couple of little flip tags. And put the eyelets in. And the top tuck with some Hobby Lobby trim. And this ephemera and a tag made out of that pansy paper. Tim Holtz butterfly. Some more of that paper. Edge punched. Some sheet music. Some more dictionary. Another doily. And this is a page from that really old floral book with pansies. Tim Holtz. Corner tuck. A tag. And two TsunamiRose. Some more Edith Holden. Calendar. Another top tuck with another Edith Holden tag and another piece of ephemera. This is a piece of blue cardstock. It's another embellished pocket. These two. There's the middle. Another Edith Holden tag, TsunamiRose, and just another tag that I made from the offcuts. That's the other side of this. Is polka dots. That's Tim Holtz. More Edith Holden. It's got the violets on it. The top tuck with this one here. All the lace on the most of the lace on these is vintage. Dictionary, sheet music, an Edith Holden tag, this one, and this is from an ephemera pack. I can't remember the name of it. I got it on Amazon anyway. Thought it went well in there. Another Tim Holtz. Some more of the pansy paper. TsunamiRose, and that came from that same ephemera pack that little tag came from. I thought the colors went well though. Two more flip tags. Some more TsunamiRose and another tag. And these have like a burlap on the back side. Because my friend, it's kind of like maybe like sort of like a country wedding. That's the other half of that stationery. A Victorian lady. And another corner pocket with these. These I've shrunk way down, and I think that's ARTYmaze. Pretty sure it is. Not positive, but I think so. Some more Edith Holden with some more violets, and the last page, and the doily, and the inside cover. So that is that. It's pretty quick, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. This will be listed in the shop, Pumpkin Patch Journals. You can pop on over there and check it out. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.